Hey, what's everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the Xesray Studios Wonderfest exclusive Golden Hildr. This piece is phenomenal look-wise. My lighting is really on there, so she doesn't seem as brown as she actually is, but she's actually quite brown and I enjoy that. The blonde braids look really cool, but I'm here for the brown skin, the barbarianness. Everyone knows I love a muscle mommy. If you don't, my Instagram history will prove otherwise. Here we are with Golden Hildr looking utterly fantastic. I love the look of it. And I have a slight blemish here on her left pec, but I'm gonna try to have somebody repaint that. But overall, this figure looks and stands really beautiful. Shout out to Ninja who, he was like, man, you gotta help me find that. You gotta help me find that. Like, I see you, bro, I see you. But and the look is just phenomenal. The braids are soft, so you can maneuver them around pretty easily, which makes it easy for her to actually move around. Just like with the previous figure I just did for them, which I call, I forgot who is Roman Reigns style. She does not resemble anyone to me, but the look that she have is really piercing, and it's just overall quite beautiful. But articulation-wise, she is pretty sturdy. Again, everyone knows like the single joint stuff I don't mind, but it's even better because just like with the previous releases, it's constantly been updated. As you can see, we can rotate on a single joint, but it's made so that it dips in a little further to be better than 90 degrees. We do have a secret bicep swivel in there, as you can see here. And I think he's added somewhat of a butterfly joint. Mine might be stuck a little bit from traveling, but there's a butterfly joint in there as well. As far as our ab crunch, we have it here at the upper torso. We don't have any below, so it's stuck there. So you will have just the upper. Ooh, you could take off the top hair. I didn't realize that. Holy shit. Okay, I'll keep that in for later because I think that's for the helmet part. I was wondering how that would work, so I'll get back to that in a second. But as you can see, we can tilt side to side. As far as leg articulation goes, ooh, I may have gotten ahead of myself. I'm a little too happy. Let me actually pop that in. There we go. So we don't have any drop down, but we do have a swivel here, but we can lift up to 90 degrees. So I thought there was a drop down, so that's on me. I apologize. I definitely got a little too crazy. We have a double joint here. We do have ankle articulation, and you can take off any of the armor bits that you don't want. There is no toe hinge. So if we are, yeah, she's gonna be like a golden fighter, just like the others. The beauty standard of this is really nice, but also it does function still pretty well despite the single joints. This is gonna go well into your sword and sorcery stuff. I keep popping his hair off because, oh, it doesn't look that bad that way either, but I do like the top part on. But what's crazy is I'm adjusting and getting used to some stuff on her, and that is because mostly it was crazy because I was able to pick her up but not able to play with her until now. But I really like the vibe she's giving off. And just in case you're curious, like I stated before, you can pop a lot of these parts off to assemble parts previously on other figures, or just leave it on her. It's really nice to kind of have that. You can take off all of these, like you can just slide it down, slide it off. So I'm gonna have to heat up some because she's definitely stuck in some parts, and I'm gonna revisit that. But like I said, she has a wild, powerful aura, and I just really like the vibes that she give off. Again, muscle mummies. And now as far as accessories goes, this is why I keep popping off the hair because I didn't know about it, but let's test it out. Let's see how this fits on there. Oh yeah. See, and this is the kind of stuff that I live for. We actually have a beautiful sculpted helmeted head. I feel like this fits perfectly into the Viking vibe. And if it's not just the overall battle warrior vibe, I really like that it fits on perfectly. There is literally no issues with popping that on. I might even leave that on. Like, this is just an overall great look. Like, look how good this looks. Fantastic. Then you will get a set of weapons and hands. So let's talk about the hands, right? We will have, I know you can hear it in the background. Here we have some open action hands. Next up, and these ones come on her, I just switched on to the closed fist. We will have the open item holding hands, which are important. You have her closed fist. And then you'll have some relaxed hands. Next up, you'll get an exchange of feet for if you want to strip it down to have a different look or swap with other characters. Next up, you will get a long axe. For that same long axe, you will get a bloodied version. You'll get a short hand axe. You will get a small knife. And you will still get a sword and sheath. The sword and sheath is perfectly, and there's a tab here. So if you want to attach a sword here, I do remember this from the photos. And you can tab that in. Again, I'm gonna have to heat it up because everyone knows I'm terrible with tabs. Tabs hate me, they don't love me. I always have trouble, but you can attach the sword there and it'll look good. Just not for me because I'm terrible with, oh. And on the backhand side is for our knife and sheath. Try to stay away from showing off too much gluteus maximus. But I really like this helmeted head. This might be my favorite look right now. I adore this. So, we've covered the accessories, we covered articulation. I'm gonna heat her up afterwards and see if there's any extra movement that I may have missed, because I think those butterfly joints do come out a little bit better. Now, we're gonna jump into the size comparison. I'll see you guys in a bit. So here we are, because I forgot about this. She does have 2 pelts that I forgot to talk about, and it does button up. There's a button here at the top. It's not wired, and I don't think it needs to be, because it sits on very well. This is the smaller pelt. Then you get a much larger cloak that I really, really like. I'm gonna wire this one. I'm hoping to get an extra so I can wire it and let it flow in the wind. I like the idea of this really, really nicely. It feels real. But that's dope. Now, as far as the size comparison goes, here we are with one of the older releases. And I think it's crazy how much of an improvement that he's done so far, because I actually really like this one. And you can see the improvements in the arms, the texture of skin color. It just all fits really nicely. So kudos to Xesray for making proper improvements on these new bodies. I'm hoping to see a 2.0 of her because she's one of my personal favorites. Here we are compared to the Boss Fight Studios Red Sonja. Let me actually fix that, hold on. So here's Boss Fight Studios Red Sonja, as well as a Mythic Legions Orc Woman, or half Orc. No, this one's a full Orc. So yeah, it fits in scale with those guys really, really well. You take these 2 away. Next up, we have Xesray Studios' new 2.0 figure that I just released. And as you can see, scale out pretty well. Like I said, these new skin tones, the new articulation, the new additions, all are stunningly beautiful in these new sets. Here they are next to a, here they are next to a Mythic Legions. Ooh, let's get you to stand up. And next up, we're gonna do next to a Savage Crucible. Here we are next to a Savage Crucible. So as you can see, I feel like all 3 of these work really well with each other. And it's one of those things where if you want more sword and sorcery for yourself, you have plenty of options. Next up, we're gonna do some larger figures. Here we are with the Medi Toys Orc, as well as an Axie Toys Dino. I feel like these 2 work really well. And then clearly you can go even bigger. So I'm pretty sure you know where you're scaling at to look good. So yeah. Oh, one last thing before I forget. In case you wanted to show her on a horse or next to a horse, here we are with a 4 Horsemen horse. I don't have a Fish Toys horse yet, so I can't compare it. But yeah, she will fit on the horse. So yeah, overall, I'm really, really enjoying a lot of sword and sorcery and sci-fi sword and sorcery. We've been at a really good point where, and I constantly say this, and I know I sound like a crazy person, but it's true. We're at a really good point of collecting right now where we can kind of truly enjoy a little bit of everything, and it's kind of dope. And I'm here for it. I love all the new stuff coming out. I'm so glad things are like the way they are with as far as like options for collecting, and it's really cool. So with that being said, I do want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for checking it out. Again, special thanks to everybody who was at Wonderfest and greeted me and said hello. It does mean a lot to me. I appreciate it. So as always, please, thank you. Be good, do good. Drink your water, guys. Later. So a couple of things. I've heated her up and I've like loosened it up. The butterfly joint actually does come out just a little bit more than what you saw, but it's not a lot. She's cooling down right now. I don't know if you guys can see the wet spots from where I left her wet, but I forgot to include two important things. Here is the Icon Signatures Conan, and then here is a Mezco Conan, so you guys can see what you're getting into without some Conan. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't think to include a Conan, but yeah, there you have it. So just wanted to include that tidbit. See you guys later.